Hi, I'm Ted Santos, and I've been talking to you about the top reasons you can't find love. And today, well, I'm up to number 24. And the number 24 reason you can't find love has a direct impact on your ability to know who's compatible with you. Most people have been taught compatibility are surface things like favorite colors, zodiac signs, or common interest. They don't realize your core values is a major way to match people. And it's a reason many arranged marriages work. I mean, just think about it. Your parents, your elders in your family, they have a very, very strong understanding of your core values. And that's because core values often reflect your family values. That's a different topic, though related. If you guess the number 24 reason you can't find love or someone you know is because you don't know yourself as well as you think, then you're right on the money. You see, you hear stories of people who are forced into solitary time. And in the middle of that time, they gain major insights into themselves. They begin to recognize patterns in their life and why they consistently repeat certain patterns. Before that solitary time, they may have been clueless. That's just one example of you can see how people don't always know themselves as well as they think. Sometimes life forces you to know yourself. And for those who really discover, or I'll say for those who really want to really discover themselves, it's best to take that journey with a guide, with someone who can impart tools to you. There are so many things you don't know about yourself. There are incidents that occurred when you were, let's say, around 5 years old that completely dominate your life now at 60 or 70 or 20 or 35. You believe this is just the way you are. However, you never connected the dots to see that that way of thinking or your way of being in the world is all related to one incident. When I work with clients, I help them discover that one incident, and they have such vivid memories of that day. The next step is to help them see how a single day in their life is still affecting how they make decisions. Most people don't have the tools to do this, nor do they allocate time for it. While books can be helpful, they don't always get to the source of things. And speaking of books, many of you already know I've written a book, Here's Why You Can't Find Love. And this book helps people take that really personal journey of transformation. And I really did focus on tools and how it's really focused on how to get to the source of things. At the same time, a lot of people misinterpret what they read. They also misinterpret what they hear. And those misinterpretations are often the catalyst of failed relationships. The hint is you may still be seeing and listening to things as that 5-year-old. Imagine the millions of relationships that failed only because of misunderstanding. When you combine misunderstanding with the lack of conflict resolution skills, it's a disaster in the making. What's most interesting about misunderstanding is most people misunderstand themselves. Yes, I said that. It's very interesting to watch a person over 25 or even over 45 discover things about themselves after they adamantly shouted, "I know myself really well." This is the result of blind spots, and we all have them. They can sometimes serve as mental barriers. One way to avoid failed relationships of any kind is, or you know what? It is if you want to avoid failed relationships, stop believing you completely know yourself. Always be open to understanding something about yourself you could not have imagined. Living in unfamiliar environments is one way to help you make discoveries about yourself, or being around people who are very different from you. So never stop learning. And for the record, once you know yourself or have a really good grasp on self, it becomes much easier to know who's compatible with you. I'll be back with more. Thanks for listening and take care.